Hello everyone. So do you see these vines behind the fence right there? All this was all like gathered up and growing within this last 6 months. There's the rat trap that we are trying to get the rats in and poison them because we don't want them to eat the chicken food because it comes out of my paycheck because I have to pay for all of my animal things. So we are reducing the rat problem by putting these out. And look at these vines. These vines are gorgeous. I love how it just grew through here, and now since there's little holes, like see, there's just little holes everywhere, so now it's going and creeping throughout the fence. I love this. This is so cool because this began a couple weeks ago, and it started from like right here, and this is pretty new, and I can't believe that we have vines growing on the chicken coop. And look it's spreading. So what if it just comes out throughout the garden right there? That's kind of funny how the vines are spreading a lot. And they spread quickly. I'm just letting my animals hang out. Here's my white chicken. And I try and clean the floor really often because one time I was dumping all the chicken coop stuff like from in the house, the bedding and stuff on the floor, and it was like at least a year of doing that, and it got so high and so messy and stuff. So now it took like how many loads did it take? Like at least 10 to 15 loads at the very least, full of yard debris to take all that up, and it was just annoying because I didn't know what could happen. But I have the bunny right there and the chicken behind the table. You can probably see them right there. But they're just hanging out. But it was just so brutal for me to do that because I didn't know how stacking the bedding could be dangerous because you need it clean and stuff. So it was just like, now it's like barely any bedding, but just like the chicken bathroom stuff. When they go to the bathroom, it makes a mess. But anyways, this is a gorgeous day. I love how I can just sit out here anytime, and especially because it's summer and it's like halfway between summer because summer's ending somewhat soon. I still have a little bit to go, but I am just happy of where I am and how I am raising my pets. The white one is a bit more shy than the black one. Plus, the black one's more older, so she knows me. And we get into that routine. The bunny is kind of messy. You can see how I don't have that blue thing in there, but that is when I give my bunny some vegetables or fruit from inside. I put it in there on one place. And you can probably see that the white chicken is like, what's going on? See? Every time. I guess that's good for protection too. But it's good that they know how to go to their house because this is a big ledge. So they can't really step. They have to jump a little bit. So that's like a foot. And that's pretty good because if it's just like level, then I don't know. I just like how there's a ledge. Oh no. I hate when they steal blueberries. We know you try and take them and we can't allow you to because it's all berries and all garden. So I just have to kick you in the pond because you can't have all vegetables and blueberry bushes. That's the thing is, I wish we had a gate around all the vegetables. But here's the white chicken once again. But yeah, it's just kind of messy, but it's just over a last couple days because every time he jumps out, it carries all of the bedding and poop around. But anyways, I just want to pet you, but you just go flying in your cage. I'll show you how bad the coop is. I haven't shown you in a while. But this is where they live at night. They automatically come and climb the stairs when it's nighttime around 8 o'clock p.m. because it's really light outside until that time. And this is where they used to lay the eggs, but now they don't. And this is when the chickens sleep. They can stand or they can lay down or sit here. So this is a good area because it's big enough. If I want more chickens, I'm thinking of getting more chickens and incubating them. That's a thought, and I've been researching too. But this is just so nasty looking, all like the spider webs and stuff. So I have to get a broom and clean that. And just imagining every time I cleaned that for a year, it all went on the floor and stuff. It took a while for me to clean out everything, but I felt like during the winter time they needed an extra cozy bed or like run because it's not comfy for them to like sleep or just like hang out here, or especially when it's like rainy and snowy and it comes through here and then it's just like bad. So I just always thought that bedding would be really healthy for them, but now I can leave a little bit of bedding out, but not like 15 loads of chicken bedding from their house. So yeah, but I got a new one of these, and I always have what I'm using now, so I always have an extra, and that's really key. And guess what? This is the new cage, either for my rabbit or like the new chickens we get. And this is really cool because you can never go wrong with having two of these, because you know you need a lot of things when you have animals, and this gives me an opportunity to switch out this one and stuff. So I'm just so thrilled that I got a new one and it looks so clean and stuff. And I haven't told you anything about this, but I'll do a separate video if you guys want to see it. Just check me out, or just like comment below if you want to see me do a video about this. But this is actually a light, and when you raise chickens, they need heat when they sleep, or when they have an option, they can go in the heat or not. So this is a heating lamp, and this is for them. You just plug it in, so you need it to be plugged in somewhere when you raise your chickens, and you just hang it from here, and you begin really close to the cage, and then you go like a foot above and above and above until they're like 5 months old, and they can go in the outside chicken coop. But this is so cool because I've been using this lamp for my second round of chickens and my first round of chickens, and I can't believe that I may be using it soon and the light bulb is still working, but I just can't believe that it's back here, because we had someone borrow this when they were raising chickens, and now they gave away their chickens and they still had it, and we were taking care of their cat. So when we went over to get the instructions and stuff, I said I'm thinking of incubating my eggs, and I didn't really want to get their chickens because those are neighbors and they're going to sell it or give it away somewhere. But I was just so glad I got this too. I was not in a rush. I just knew that they had it, but I'm just so happy I have this. And then what also came with the lamp was this. This was the original thermometer, or like a temperature gauge. This is like 8 years old. I can't believe that this stuff is from my first run of chickens, and that is the year of 2009. Oh my gosh, that makes me really old. But this is how and where you know like how hot your chickens get and how hot the lamps get, because it has like a temperature of how and when you should just says like the temperature gauges. So yeah, I'm just like, I can't believe it, because you had to glue this or like place it on the floor. and of where they live. And I just can't believe that I still have it and it's still working. Or maybe we'll get a new one because it's kind of gross looking. And it only costed $4. So yeah, good thing that I still have it if I need it. But I know, oh my gosh. So I'm so ready for my experience when I incubate my eggs, because I want them to hatch first and then be chickens. So I have the eggs first and they hatch and then become my pets. But I may have to wait a little bit. But I'm just so happy. I've been like finding where people get their fertilized chicken eggs and how many comes in a dozen, like how many it comes. So it's either like a half dozen or a full dozen. So I think I'm gonna do a half dozen. I was gonna just say a 6 dozen, but 6 eggs come in a half dozen. And oh my gosh, they're just best friends. My bunny is glued to them almost always. We also had visitors in town, not in town, but they just came over, and one of the kids were really into bunnies, and they said, oh my gosh, I love bunnies, and they have a garden, and they were growing carrots and stuff, and my bunny got spoiled last weekend. He got 3 garden homemade fresh carrots, and he got spoiled. He just loved that, and I can't believe that he ate like all of them within like a 36-hour time period. So my bunny got like homemade garden carrots, and that was so crazy because we usually buy our food from like the little carrots that I usually feed him, but now he got a lot of attention and stuff. And then this is where I left him. I'm dog sitting and stuff, so the nights I'm gone and stuff and it's still hot out, it's like 90 degrees right now, and it's been like that for like 3 weeks straight. But this is where I keep my bunny because it's too hot in the garage, and then once you close the garage it gets hotter. But this is where the bunny sleeps and hangs out when I am busy at night and I want the bunny to enjoy some sun and it gets too hot. And bunnies overheat a lot, so I try and use that cage a lot if I'm out at night. But anyways, I will keep you guys updated about the incubated eggs. And do you hear that helicopter? Look at that tree. That tree is so beautiful. I can stare at it all day and it's so entertaining. Oh, do you see the bunny? Oh my. He can hop. And the chicken is kind of running too. But I want to talk about my experience, because for my first run of chickens I did my only 3 chickens the first time, and they were transitioned into the kitchen for like a month, then the basement for a couple months, and then outside. And for my second run of chickens, same thing. I had my kitchen for like a month or something, and then some time in the basement, and then I transferred them to the coop. But my second round of chickens was different because I only had 2 chickens, and one ended up being a rooster, and we had 2 chickens that were like closely bonded, and then they had to be separated because she was my second round of chickens and she came with a rooster. But you never know what you're going to get because they pick, the breeders pick the eggs and we don't, so we never know if they're going to be male or female. And this is the spot where I usually give my chicken treats, so every time I sit here they're like saying, where's my chicken treats? But I don't have any. It's so funny because I had them out last night and they did the same thing. And I was sitting at the table having dinner with my family. It's like, I don't have anything. You're not shy when I have treats out. That's the only thing I can say about you. You're like really close to me. And I guess I can pet you now. Yeah, I can pet you. You're nice too, but I don't have anything right now. They get spoiled a lot because I feed them a lot of treats because it's nice out. But yeah, it was hard because my second round of chickens, I had to introduce them to my old chickens, my first run of chickens, and that was kind of tough. But I think they got along. But for my third round, I might want to wait until it gets down to one. Because if it's just one chicken, she will be really lonely. And if you add, say I get half a dozen of eggs and 3 of them made it, then there'll be 4 chickens. So I think that's good odds in my hands of making sure that the one chicken I only have can make new friends, but it's the only one because they can't gain up with you or vice versa. So I don't know. I think I have to wait. I want to try that technique because that sounds interesting. See that bunny? That's the bunny's favorite spot. He'll be 2 in October, so I will have him when I got him in October, and it was October 22nd, and I can't believe that. He is 2 right now, but I am going to have him when he's 2 in October, so I can't believe it's going by. The chickens are 8 and 5. So that is like how separated I did my first round and my second round, I think 3 years. Yeah, because I documented all of my chickens when they were hatched, or like when I got them. But right now I still want to do the incubator thing, and that'll be a cool experience. So oh my gosh, I can't believe it's happening. I want it to happen. I'm so ready. This is probably the only time in my life I'm going to have chickens because we had 2 people homemade or like built that chicken coop. And I don't want them to like, it's not movable because it's attached to the garage. I can show you. So it's not movable, and the wires are like 2 feet deep, so no raccoons or anything can get it, but it's attached to the garage. So I feel like if I want to take advantage of this coop and having chickens as pets, I gotta get moving and just begin my process soon. But I know this coop lasted a long time, and it's still lasting a long time. It gets dirty, but that's what you get when you have outside pets. It's just things become dusty and spider webs and stuff. So I'm just so happy that we built this coop, but we hired 2 people. So yeah, let's take another journey to my chickens. I can't believe it. So I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day and see you guys soon. Adios, amigos.